I'm really excited because this morning I'm riding with James Shaw. Now you might well have heard that name in cycling before because he's ridden for the World Tour team, Lotto Belisol, and also represented GB numerous times. He's still a young rider, only 24 in fact, so it's his first year outside of the under-23 ranks. And his top results are a top 10 in the under-23 World Championships road race and a 5th on the GC of the Tour of Yorkshire a few years ago. So let's go catch up with him now. Morning, James.
Morning.
Where are we right now? Where are we going today?
Currently we're in the Chatsworth estate.
Yeah?
On a little tour of the Peak District. We're going to drop down, might have a brew stop in Hathersage, potentially.
Yeah?
Mate, the world's your oyster around here. I mean, where do you want to go? Like, we're in the Chatsworth estate.
Okay. And how long is the ride today?
3 hours, 2.5.
Yeah?
Ballpark. Can't make any promises.
Depends how windy it is, right?
Oh mate, depends how windy it is. Depends if I get indigestion from my bakewell pudding stop.
Northern calms and waves, not that I like it.
So out on the Peak District with James. Luckily he hasn't got a terribly hard day, so I might be able to keep up. So late November now, James, how's the winter training going?
Yeah, it's going alright. Kick started off a few weeks ago. I've always worked with Train Sharp, so I've always been fortunate enough to rely on them for a bit of advice. It's been good. It's been a relatively easy start actually.
Yeah?
I think, you know, because every normal year just getting pissed and probably eating the wrong stuff and just generally messing about.
Right.
I haven't been able to do that this year.
Yeah, of course.
Don't know why. Some flu or something.
Yeah, this is the top, eh?
Yeah. 300 or 400 metres.
What's this climb called then?
I call it Kerber Edge.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called.
Oh man, don't say that.
It's just solid.
Makes it sound like it's not a proper climb.
Oh, look back there. Tell me that's not a proper climb.
If you couldn't already tell from my heavy breathing, that was hard. James is eating over the top. He must have taken it easy. What have you got there, big man?
Harvest Morn granola bar.
Oh yeah.
Mandy special.
Supermarket special.
That's it.
So this year you rode for the Danish team, Rural Securitas. How did you get on this year?
Yeah, we did alright. We've had our fair share of bad luck really. We've been hit pretty hard by the old COVID, and as a result next year is just a complete question mark. So it's a rock and hard place, but yeah, the team, we did the best we can. Once we were allowed to race, we all had to take a pay cut, basically to nothing.
Right.
Just to keep racing in the hope we get another sponsor.
Right.
And well, we haven't found one yet.
Right.
Yeah, everyone's trying their best, but it's that year, isn't it? It's that year.
Absolutely.
So, but racing wise, that was good. You know, we got in, we were down to do Amstel Gold, but got cancelled. I did Saudi Tour at the beginning of the year, a few 1 days in France.
Despite COVID, the World Tour teams got in a fair bit of racing, didn't they? But yeah, maybe the Conti, Pro Conti teams didn't get quite so much.
Nah, and then the Conti teams even less so.
Yeah.
It was, it's just been awful, hasn't it, really? I was lucky enough that BC took me to the Worlds.
Yeah.
In Imola, so I got another race in there. That was mega. It was safe, well organised. You know, it was really good. And the fact that they'd done it in, what was it, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
That was the most impressive of all, really.
I guess it just shows what can be done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tell us a little bit about the World Championships. Is that your first World Champs?
First elite seniors, yeah. And I'll be honest, I'm just dead grateful for the opportunity. I just had one of those days though, like, you know when you pick your day to have a bad day?
Right, yeah.
I picked that day, cracked on with the race, and then I'm thinking, like, looking at my watch thinking, you know what, it's not adding up this. Like, I just could not pull the skin off a rice pudding.
So who were you riding for that day?
I mean, Pidcock was sorted after, like he was reserved for the final, but myself, Knox, Carthy, we're almost told that like if something were to go the penultimate time or something like that, we were to cover it, like that was our time to shine.
Okay.
As a team we were mega, you know, like the atmosphere were knob on, the lads gelled. It was like we were all like brothers or something. It was so well bonded.
So you enjoy racing amongst that GB setup?
Yeah.
Slightly different environment.
The Danes are good. The Danes are real good.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. But I was in a Belgian team for 4 years. Never felt so outcast in my life.
Really?
Like,
really?
you know, just because you haven't got a passport that matches.
Right.
It was so bizarre.
Right.
With the Danes, like, I felt like I was Danish.
Right.
I just seemed to fit in.
That's what you want though in a pro cycling
yeah,
team, right?
Real mega. Yeah.
I'm not in the right gear for that. What do you call that?
What do you call what?
That?
The climb?
Yeah.
This is the public brideway.
How often do you come up here?
On my gravel rides, this is a regular.
Is it?
I've not ridden. Like, you know, in the middle of lockdown when it was like, I didn't know when racing was going to start and stuff like that, I just did like gravel rides every week. I don't think I rode my road bike for like
That's the way to do it though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Decent, what's that, shortcut?
Shortcut, I reckon it's a bit longer.
Is it really?
More fun, isn't it?
Yeah, more fun, yeah, for sure. It'd be more fun going down though.
Smiles per miles on that. But we'll drop down to Bakewell.
Perfect.
By the pudding shop.
Oh yeah.
It's good that.
That's what we want. So we've done an awesome little loop this morning and we're just heading back down towards Bakewell now, which is I believe the home of the famous Bakewell tar. So James, you've ridden for every level of team, whether that be Conti, Pro Conti and World Tour.
I've never actually realised that.
Really?
I have had that privilege, yeah.
So having ridden at all three, how do you compare racing the UK scene to racing the World Tour?
I think it's a lot less glamorous being in the World Tour than people think.
Right.
Basically it's Conti teams with big budgets. Still bike racing, you know?
Yeah.
Still grown men with shaved legs jumping around in Lycra. It's
yeah.
Not like, no untold tale.
Just bigger crowds, I guess, right?
Bigger crowds, a bit more money, a little bit faster.
Yeah.
I mean, alright, yeah, okay, a lot faster when you consider they do it after 3 weeks of racing, not after, you know, a week of criteriums like that.
Where are we here, James?
We are at, what's it called? The old original Bakewell pudding shop.
Place to
in
be,
Bakewell.
right?
What?
And you wouldn't let me buy one for you, but I've had one myself, obviously.
And you've got a big slab of chocolate cake.
Yeah, but we don't.
You're going to mention that?
No, we don't mention that.
This is the original the home of the Bakewell pudding, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know. I presume so.
Yeah. Place to be.
Yeah. Oh, since 1868. You'd
There
have
you
thought
go.
they'd be a bit mouldy by now.
So where are we going now?
Head towards Rowsley, but we'll hook off and we'll do a good climb past Winster to the top of like Longcliffe, and we'll look at the clock. Just been overtaken by 2 pros, so
We have. Who was that?
I think, was it Ethan Hayter and Tom Stewart?
I didn't even see me.
I was more interested in the Bakewell pudding shop.
yeah.
Quick!
So back on the bikes now, just come out of the town, Bakewell. Got about 2 hours and 40 on the clock. Really, really good ride. James has just started to do a few efforts on the way back, a few low-geared intervals.
Every town's the same, same city lights, just with a different name. I'll be on my way, ripped jeans and laughter make it worth it.
So cycling is a very tough sport, as we all know. But what a lot of us don't know is that you have to have a lot of luck. Not just in terms of getting the race results and getting those wins, but also in terms of getting on the right teams. Now, unfortunately for James, he finds himself in a position that he's been in before, and that is heading into December without a team for next year. So yeah, he's heading into 21 without a clear idea of what he's going to be doing. And it's such a shame because a guy like that deserves so much more.
No, I'm in that sinking ship again. The same boat I was in a few years ago. Rewon they don't really know what's happening. You know what I mean? They're likely to stop, although they're fighting to try and carry on, and we haven't heard anything yet. Trying my best with other teams, but a lot of people are keeping current rosters. I've started training as I normally would, and I'm trying to find other ways of potentially like funding myself through cycling and trying to find a solution. But I've put everything into cycling for, I don't know, the past like 10 years of my life almost, especially like the past 5. I've put my own money, my own resources into things, and it doesn't seem to be paying off, and there doesn't seem to be much I can do about that. It's hard to stay motivated and keep your head in the game and stuff, but I haven't got another option.
So I can feel some spots of rain.
I think we've timed it pretty well actually.
Yeah.
Done alright, I reckon.
Well, thanks for showing me your local. You do that route a lot, do you?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's good villages as well, isn't it?
Makes you strong.
Yeah, plenty of hills, grippy roads. Yeah, like I say, after the dogs.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for taking me out with you, and hopefully we'll bump into you at some point next year, right?
I have a feeling, yeah, more than likely. Even if it's not bike related, I think.
So I've just got changed and got back in the car, and it's steaming up here. Got a little bit chilly today, but warming up now. Thank you so much to James. Shout out, what a gentleman. Such a nice fellow, and deserves so much within cycling. So really fingers crossed for him that he finds something that he's happy with and that he deserves for 2021. Hopefully you enjoyed the insight into James's world and enjoyed me getting absolutely battered. And as usual guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.